Hey everyone, welcome to 5 More Minutes, the show where two friends relive their childhoods, or, in some cases, learn about everything they missed out on. I'm Kendra.
And I'm Scott.
And we're in the same room, but we're using Zoom.
Yeah, it's a little weird, because I can look right there and there's Kendra, and I can look right there and there's Kendra.
It's like Inception, but Zoomception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Multiple people.
But we don't have good cameras, so we couldn't figure out any other way to get you fine peeps the video, you know?
Yeah, we don't have good cameras.
Well, I have a good camera, but not a good recording camera.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't have the cord to your camera that is good.
For that battery.
Right.
Yeah, so it's a bit of a hot mess, but...
Yeah, we've got some pretty sweet setups here. I've got a folding card table with all of my shit piled onto it.
And a very bad kitchen chair table that I bought at Goodwill like 4 years ago.
Yeah, I can tell it's very comfortable. And I've got the sweet blanket on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And sound dampening.
And that map that came with a Kickstarter thing I backed.
Yeah, it has the Sea of Turmoil on it.
Yeah. It's from the Grim Hollow campaign setting.
Oh.
Shout them out.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But we're in person because Kendra has her own place now.
Yeah, and my dog is sitting outside the door whining, so...
Yeah. See? It's like she knew. Perfect timing.
She did know. Yeah, so we don't really know how the audio is going to be and what's going to happen, because every other time we've recorded in person, it hasn't been super great.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't have quite the right setup for in-person recording because we don't live in the same place, so we didn't buy the things for that.
Yeah, we would need like a bigger table probably.
Different type of mic.
Different type of mic.
Mixer thingy.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, once you guys start, you know, sending us money via email, we can upgrade a little bit.
Yeah. We did try to buy all that stuff once.
Yeah, I accidentally ordered the number model kind of like backwards. So I could have gotten almost the same microphone with the option of having two different types of cables, but I accidentally didn't buy that one. Yeah, it was like 2005 instead of 2500 or something. So I didn't realize what I was doing when I purchased.
Those dang numbers. But yeah, it's a pretty cool place. We saw Kendra's interesting little concrete dungeon downstairs in the basement.
I believe Ian referred to it as a sex dungeon.
The sex dungeon, yes. Yeah. Apparently. However you use it is up to you, but there is pretty much nothing in it right now.
Cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
And a weird hole.
Yeah, a weird hole that I don't know if it was some kind of a chimney or a furnace or something. I don't know.
It might go. Well, no, the thing on the roof is in the center, so I don't know. I guess it could have still gone to it.
Well, it looks like they just put drywall on the top of the roof, so who knows what's under that.
This is true.
Yeah.
We don't know much.
We sure don't.
If you are curious, you know, you can just look up Hanford and Richland and the ABC houses, and maybe you'll learn something, and then you can write into our email.
ABC houses? Why are they called that?
Because they were different models. So I don't think there's not one for every alphabet. I haven't looked it up in a while. But there's like A houses, B houses. Because like there's only like 5 style of houses in Richland, you know? They were all built for the Hanford employees and the nuclear stuff. Big explosions and whatnot.
Guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is this kind of an interesting neighborhood? There's a whole bunch of...
It's like a commune.
Yeah, weird apartments. And the street, for some reason, it has this weird, like, it's not a cul-de-sac, but it's like a long...
It's a long dead end, and people park vertically at the end. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting place.
Mm-hmm.
You have a pretty sweet peach paint job on the house.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
It's a little chippy and falling off and stuff.
Yeah, it's going to need some work.
It's pretty nice on the inside, though, so...
It is, yeah. It looks like the kitchen's been redone. Kitchen's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Carpet seems to be somewhat new.
And I was sketched out because there were no pictures of the interior on the listing.
Oh, yeah. So you were shooting blind.
Yeah, I was like, this is probably going to be bad.
It's going to be rough, man.
Because there was another duplex that was like around the same price, but it was not remodeled. But I think it had a garage, and I think that's how come it was around the same price.
Yeah.
So.
Garages are definitely nice.
Yeah.
At least you have a driveway, though.
Yeah, and I can park on the other side of the gate if I want to.
Yeah, that's true. You could lock it up.
Yeah, or if I was having people over, I could pull up there. That way the street doesn't have to be blocked.
Man, yeah, Kendra's got to host a shindig one of these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe around Christmas when I finally have everything unpacked and put away.
Yeah, your living room is pretty much just a couch and a TV right now.
Yeah, I got 5 boxes of books. They're just not out.
You gonna use those for chairs?
No.
Oh. Where are they all gonna go?
Well, I bought bookcases.
Oh, okay.
They're
just not built.
these like zigzaggy ones that need to be screwed into the wall.
Oh.
That's like how my dad bought me a drill.
Oh.
Because I was like, I don't have any. Like, I have tools, but I don't have like inside tools.
Inside tools.
I have like vehicle tools.
Right.
Like
right.
I had to go get my screwdriver set out of my truck to.
Now you're gonna have to start your collection of power tools.
Yeah, but again, without a garage, it's kind of hard to do power tool things.
Yeah. What kind of drill did he give you?
As a Craftsman, it's just exactly like the one he has.
Nice.
Or I guess my mom has one, and then he has these fancy ones. So it's, I don't know.
The fancy ones.
Yeah.
We've got a couple, and one of them is just exclusively for like scrubbing the bathtub, so that's pretty cool.
A drill?
Yeah, because we bought like brush attachments for it, so you put them on the end and then they spin. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You could do that to wax your car.
You could. I actually have a buffer that I haven't even opened yet that I should probably.
I have like a regular buffer or whatever I got for my Forerunner, but I need to get an orbital one.
Yeah.
Because I bought pads for it because I was going to try to make them.
This thing is really rickety.
Oh.
So I can hear like my microphone moving.
Yeah.
Stop it.
There might be some things for me to edit out.
Maybe. Hopefully this doesn't blow up in our faces because it took us way longer to set this up than we thought.
You do have extra lines on yours, but I might just have to... the audio's been really good since we switched to the Zoom audio, so I haven't had to delete everything in between. I might just have to delete everything in between.
Oh, okay.
Or like export the audio and do the thing in the other app that searches the whole app for the sound waves.
Yeah, certain sounds.
And minimizes them. If you do it too much, it can mess with like your voice.
Oh,
but if there's not that much, then it's usually fine.
Yeah.
Anyways, we don't know what we're doing. This room is small, so we might get some echo into our own mics. You know, we don't really know.
Yeah.
But
it's a learning experience.
Yeah.
Every time. So we're trying to record while I'm home for the holidays. So we didn't know a better way to do it than this.
Yeah.
So
our first plan failed, and our second plan failed. And now we're doing this.
Yeah.
Then we have our audio muted on the Zoom call. And we're recording via GarageBand.
Yeah. It's been a pretty wild little week we've got
Scott's been here for an hour, and we're just now recording.
Yep. But it's working. That's all that matters.
Hopefully.
Yes.
Yeah.
So since I have had minimal time to prepare anything, I figured we would go over something that I already know pretty well. So we're just going to continue our journey into Dragon Ball. So we're in Dragon Ball Z for those following along at home. DBZ. So we got more of that. As a little recap, we left off in the Saiyan saga. So
Goku
is the main character. Goku, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And anyway. Also read more. No, but first coffee. I thought I put the read more book shirt on. I didn't.
You're like, what am I wearing? I have a mask in my pocket. I just broke it.
Put it on.
Take it out. Yes. So Goku is the main character. Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Gohan is
Krillin
his son.
Is his best friend.
Krillin is his best friend.
Piccolo is the green guy.
He is the green guy.
Who became nice and trained Gohan.
That's right. She's on a roll.
Let's see. What's the name of that guy that you like? The cousin or whatever.
Cousin? There's no cousin.
His brother.
Well, I mean, his brother's okay, but he's not the one you're thinking of.
Who's the one that you like?
Vegeta.
Yeah, that's not related to him?
No.
But they're all the same people.
They're the same race.
Oh, but his brother did.
Yeah. Yes, that's actually a good recap. So him and Piccolo were able to kill Raditz, which was Goku's brother. And
radishes.
Yes. And that's what started this whole thing, because now Vegeta and Nappa, the other two Saiyans, were on their way to Earth. They finally arrive while everyone's out doing hijinks and training, and they come back to fight. And then it's a big disaster for everyone fighting against Nappa. They can't even get through Nappa. Nappa's fighting them all alone. He ends up killing Yamcha, Tien, and Chaozu. Chaozu was kind of suicide, but
that's the one who I can't remember. Well, I can't remember any of their names.
Chaozu's the little black and white guy. He's a little tiny guy. And then Tien has the third eye.
Cyclops.
And Yamcha has the scars on his face and the really long black hair. Yeah. So those guys are all dead, and Piccolo recently died right where we left off. So, flashback to where we were. Goku is now confronting Vegeta. Vegeta had also killed off Nappa after Goku beat him. Because he's like that. And now they are going out to the desert to fight in an area that they can't harm anybody or disturb Piccolo's body. So, there we are. They arrive out into the desert. They're doing all that stuff and talking smack and whatever. Gohan and Krillin head back to Master Roshi's house, the Kame house out in the little island, to go be safe and try to chill. So Vegeta at this point in the story is obviously very powerful. He is also very pompous because while the Saiyans are a nearly extinct race, he was the prince
of Egypt
of the Saiyans. And you're gonna get this. So his dad was King Vegeta. They lived on planet Vegeta. And his name is Vegeta. So there's 3 Vegetas.
But I thought that Goku and his brother and Vegeta were all from the same planet.
They are. So they're all from planet Vegeta.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they're all dead.
Well, only
their
Raditz
planet
is
got
dead.
destroyed?
Their planet got destroyed, yes.
But are Vegeta and Goku the only ones left?
There are a couple more that will come.
And Goku was like Superman.
Kinda, yeah. They sent Goku to Earth because their whole deal was conquering planets and then selling them on the black market. So they would go to these low-class planets where beings did not have very high power levels, wipe them out, and then sell the planet so that it could be used for whatever.
Were they looking for the spice melange?
I don't think so, but you could almost call the Dragon Balls that.
Oh, yes. There's a crossover waiting to happen. First, you get Drax, you get melange, and you get Vegeta, and what do you get? You get a crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Nappa kind of looks like Dave Bautista. He's bald. He's a big boy.
Oh, no.
Might be some conflicts there. Live action coming up.
Yeah. And then I'll be mad because he'll look exactly like
Drax. He will look like Dave Bautista, dang it. Yeah, that's a throwback to the last episode if you guys haven't.
Yeah, go stop, pause.
Go
to the last episode.
We'll wait.
Download it. Listen to it. Come back.
We'll see you in a little while.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Right. Okay, now that you're back. Hey, you're caught up. So now you get that joke, and it was way funnier.
And it wasn't dumb at all.
It wasn't dumb at all. None of the stuff that we do on this podcast is dumb.
Clearly not.
Yeah. Where was I?
I don't know, man.
So, you were saying Goku was like Superman.
Right.
Insofar as he got sent to Earth to conquer it, hit his head, no longer a mean Saiyan, nice little naive boy.
Who likes boobies.
I mean,
but who doesn't?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So, and then he ends up protecting the Earth instead of destroying it. So that's why Raditz and them come later, because they're like, hey, what the heck? This planet was supposed to be conquered like years ago.
Yeah.
And
where's our spice?
Where's our spice? Where's our balls?
Oh.
Yeah, I gotta find them.
Dangle those.
So, all this is what I'm getting to, is that Vegeta is obviously talking down to Goku. Vegeta is an elite warrior. Because, he is royalty. He is the top of the top fighters that were in the Saiyan race.
Homecoming king.
And Goku's big thing, his mantra, is even lower class rejects can surpass the elite if they train hard enough. So hard work pays off is basically Goku's mantra. So he's like, I don't care what kind of silver spoon you had in your mouth when you were born or how tough you think you are. I've trained this much more, and I am also strong.
I am legend.
Hear Me Roar.
What?
I don't know.
Did you just combine a movie with Katy Perry?
Yeah, I mean, what? That's a saying too, right? I am woman, hear me roar.
Maybe.
There you go.
I don't know. I
all
might
works
not
out.
be the best woman to ask that question.
Okay. Yeah.
Leave a comment.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And they begin to fight. So the big fight starts to occur.
Should we reenact that right now?
I don't think we have enough space in here.
Okay.
I can barely even stand up without like knocking this table over.
This is true. Yeah. I should just make the workout room the recording room.
Yeah, I guess if this ends up working out and
Yeah.
it sounds good, we could maybe do more of this in the future.
We could have just had you go in there.
I guess we could have.
Oh, well.
Hopefully, I guess, yeah, hopefully with the echo.
Yeah.
And they are beginning to fight. They appear to be evenly matched to start out. So, good sign for Goku, I guess. He feels pretty tough, but they also feel like each of them are holding back. So they're not really showing each other.
Hold me back, bruh.
Yeah. This is a big Dragon Ball thing, is that no one ever starts the fight at their full power.
Do they say hold me back?
No.
One of my students one day was like, hold me back, miss, hold me back.
From what?
He just has a lot of energy. And I think he was like doing work and he was like, oh, hold me back, miss.
Hold me back for myself.
I was like, no, man, you're fine.
No, thank you. Kindly no. Okay, so one, you probably don't remember, but one.
Bet.
Okay. What was the technique that Goku killed Nappa with? Well, he didn't kill him, he broke his back.
Yeah, I don't
exactly.
remember
So he reignites that ability. It's called the Kaioken, because he learned it from King Kai.
Mm-hmm.
And so Goku is utilizing the Kaioken to fight Vegeta. And the Kaioken amplifies all of his power, basically.
Is that like a Ken doll that when he throws in the air, it turns into like a special effect?
No.
Oh. Like, it's like the component, and then you say Kaio, and then it like...
Kaio, and then Ken does something.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Oh.
But for example, there's like Kaioken, and he'll be like ×3, so his base power is multiplied by 3. Kaioken, as the fight goes on, he has to keep increasing it, which is noted to be exceedingly dangerous because it obviously will tear your body apart that many times as fast, and things like that.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's kind of a risk-reward system, and it's not sustainable long-term.
I see.
But, of course, since Dragon Ball, Vegeta is able to defend against this. Vegeta is doing all of his powering up and all that crazy stuff during the fight. And then Goku progresses to Kaioken ×2.
Oh, man.
Yeah, watch out. ×2.
Snap.
However, he is still not able to beat Vegeta. Vegeta's still kind of making him look like a fool, and Goku's like, okay, maybe this guy is actually pretty tough.
I think that Vegeta should be like a cucumber.
A cucumber?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I mentioned this in the old episodes. A lot of the Dragon Ball names stem from food, and Saiyans are routinely vegetables. Goku, or a fruit. Goku is orange, obviously.
Oh.
Vegeta is just vegetable.
Oh, so I'm on to something.
Raditz.
Radish.
There you go.
Yeah.
And later on, there's more like that. I'm not sure what Nappa is. I would have to look.
Why?
That's just how he names
Maybe
stuff.
Nappa is Napa Valley and he represents grapes.
Yeah, I mean, and you got Piccolo.
Get some vino up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then in the early ones, like...
And Piccolo looks like a pickle.
He kind of does.
Yeah.
And in Dragon Ball, he fought like Emperor Pilaf. There's Garlic Jr., things like that.
Oh, it's like the Veggie Tales of anime.
I guess so. But with aliens.
Yeah.
So he's still no match for Vegeta at Kaioken ×2. And Goku finally concentrates all of his energy into a Kaioken ×3.
Oh, man.
Yeah, he's up to 3. Which, fun fact, raises his power level apparently to over 24,000. Just for reference.
That's pretty big.
Which, at this point, King Kai is worried. King Kai is able to telekinetically talk with him.
Wait, King Kai is still alive?
Yeah, King Kai was never...
Oh, wait, who's King Kai?
King Kai was the guy that he went to the end of Snake Way with the monkey Bubbles and the cricket Gregory to train and learn all these techniques. Yeah.
Okay.
He was that short little blue guy with...
Right.
Yeah. So he's talking to Goku and he's like, hey, I taught you this technique, but I told you you're never supposed to go over ×2 because you're going to start to destroy your body. But Goku's like, I don't really have a choice. It's what I'm going to do to win.
He will sacrifice his body.
I mean, he pretty much will at this point. So in this form, Goku finally starts making up some ground, and he gains the upper hand on Vegeta.
Snap.
Which
He's
is
got
good.
his hand up here.
Yeah. He's got that hand up here.
Down here.
Vegeta's hand's down here. Upper hand. And he flies straight up into the air, and they're fighting up in the air, because they're like flying around, zipping around. Yeah. Obviously, at this point, there would have been like 6 episodes that have passed already, based on what I've told you, because they really like to drag it out. But they're fighting in the air. So Vegeta powers up, flies up, and he shoots his signature technique, which is called the Gallic Gun. He gives a little, like, pop, pop, and then he shoots, like, energy. You know,
okay.
Purple energy. Because, why not?
Mm-hmm.
And Goku realizes that if he dodges the blast and it hits the Earth will be destroyed. Which, obviously, he is trying to prevent.
So he has to let it hit himself?
So, what he does is he charges up to Kaioken ×3 again, even though he's not supposed to. And he launches his signature, Master Roshi's signature attack at Vegeta, which you might recall as the Kamehameha wave.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have trouble with words like that.
So the Kamehameha.
Kamehameha!
Yeah, exactly. And he shoots his beam directly at Vegeta's beam to block it.
Oh, that sounds a little sexual.
Never cross the stream. That's a Ghostbusters thing.
I haven't seen that new one.
Man. Well, I haven't seen the new one either.
Oh, but it's been a really long time since I've seen the old one.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We might have to add it to one of our movie reviews one day.
I just opened this app, and I don't understand what this Balenciaga Rhino black shoe is, but it's pretty ugly.
Rhino black shoe.
Yeah, it's just on, like, the Discover.
It
looks like this.
Yeah, we're doing the...
Folks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're doing the Black Friday on the GOAT app to try to win some shoes and such, so...
Yeah, we're being weird.
So we're probably going to have to take a brief pause in about 20 minutes.
I'm going to put in some digital elevator music to show that we stopped.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, so be prepared for that.
Be prepared. So, right now, their beams are clashing. Goku's and Vegeta's beams are clashing. And this is another classic Dragon Ball type thing that happens all the time, is they always feel the need to shoot their beams directly at each other and see which ones... I just
can't take this seriously. I'm not a very good adult.
And they try to see which one's more powerful, you know? And they're balanced. They're kind of stuck. They're evenly matched right now. So, Goku powers up to Kaioken ×4.
Oh, snap.
So he's already...
He's not supposed to be doing stuff like that.
No, you will get the thing with Goku is that he doesn't really listen very much.
Me either.
So, but with this, he is able to overpower Vegeta's beam. He hits Vegeta, does a lot of damage to him, but it leaves Goku's body, like, devastated. He, like, collapses to the ground. He is not having a good time.
Can he heal himself?
No. So they did have some sensu beans earlier that he gave to, like, Krillin and Gohan after their fight to heal them. But he does not have any with him right now. So he's kind of in a bad spot. But at this point, he believes he's like, okay, I've done it. I've won. But as you know, Dragon Ball, that's not usually the case.
Okay.
Yeah, it's never that easy. In the meantime, our buddy Yajirobe. He was a short little guy with a samurai sword. I'm sure I showed him to you in one of the previous slides, but it's been a long time.
Probs.
But he had been hiding nearby, and he comes out to congratulate Goku. But Goku realizes that Vegeta is not defeated. He knows he hit him and did damage, but he knows it wasn't enough. And so Yajirobe is kind of kind of a coward little guy sometimes, so he goes and hides again. And then it cuts to Vegeta up in the air, and he's real angry because no one's been able to do this kind of damage to him or stand a match against him, you know, the whole time he's been fighting.
Like alive?
Yeah, pretty much. So he is enraged, and he decides to use his transformation, the normal Saiyan transformation that you maybe remember.
What's it start with?
Well, the actual name you won't remember, but what do they turn into?
A gorilla?
There you go.
No. Unless their tail's cut off.
Correct.
And something with the moon.
Yeah, so they use a moon, like basically the light from the moon is what can trigger them to transform.
But can they do it on their own?
Yeah, that's what we're about to find out.
Oh.
So he decides he is going to turn into the great ape. But he looks up into the sky, and the moon's gone.
Oh, snap.
What the heck?
Like, it's just not there? Like, it doesn't exist?
Yeah, well, you might recall that Piccolo
he
destroyed it. Yep, to stop Gohan from being a raging monkey.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so he flies back to the ground, and he creates this orb of light. And
is he trying to mimic the moon?
Exactly. He simulates a small moon at the cost of some of his energy, obviously. And then he throws it up into the sky, and it provides the similar light waves that is needed to trigger the transformation.
Oh.
And he turns into a great ape.
All right.
Which is not good news for our buddy Goku.
True. Because he can't do that.
Because, unlike Goku or Gohan, Vegeta has complete control over himself in his ape form. So he can do what he wants with it, whereas Goku and Gohan are like struggling, you know, bumbling idiots, just destroying everything. Idiots, man. Can't live with them. And Vegeta is even able to talk in this form, which is all kinds of fun.
Oh.
And he states that when a Saiyan transforms into a great ape, it multiplies their power tenfold.
Oh.
And so now he just starts destroying Goku. I mean, Goku's already damaged from the massive use of the Kaioken. He's in bad shape. So the monkey's Vegeta is just beating him to a pulp. And Goku, in this time, remembers a flashback of his grandfather warning him of a monster that comes outside during the full moon.
But that monster was him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Kami contemplating to cut his tail off was something that happened, you know, after they discovered this. And Goku finally remembers that he was also a great ape. And he remembers destroying Emperor Pilaf's castle, the stadium at the World's Martial Arts Tournament way back in like Dragon Ball. And so all these memories come flooding back to him, and he realizes like, oh, this is a Saiyan thing, this monkey. Yep. So, and it also comes at a little bit of a cost because he also realizes that he was the one that killed his grandpa.
Oh, he just now realizes that?
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, Goku manages to blind Vegeta with a solar flare technique, which, you know, you could probably put two and two together. It's a very bright light that he puts out to blind him. And then he begins to attempt to create a spirit bomb.
Okay.
Yep.
That sounds spooky.
Yeah, I guess so. But that is another technique that King Kai taught him, was the spirit bomb. And it's kind of it's a very powerful move, kind of a last resort, like some of these things are. And Vegeta notices what he's doing, and he tries to attack him. But, so the whole point of the spirit bomb is that Goku is gathering spirit energy. So, like, from living things around him, from plants and stuff, he borrows some of their energy, you know, towards a greater good and all that stuff. And if there are people around that are willing to give their energy, some of it to him, he can also use that.
I see.
Yeah. But Vegeta attacks him, and he loses most of the spirit bomb energy, unfortunately. And then Vegeta crushes Goku's legs,
Oh.
Yep, and leaves him pretty much completely broken and unable to fight.
All right.
Yep. So not looking good.
I don't
for
understand how the outcome is supposed to be from this.
Yeah. Well, we're getting there. We're getting there. You'll get some kind of resolution.
All right.
And then basically Vegeta at this point is toying with his food. He picks up Goku and he's like squeezing the crap out of him and, just trying to torture him because he's made him go through all this pain. Gohan and Krillin during this notice a strange power ball. They can sense the spirit bomb, basically, that Goku was trying to create. And they rush back to go help Goku.
Oh.
Yep. So
I like to think that our brother group has like a sixth sense like that.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to just show up and be like, I know you need this.
Yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
And now that Goku is in a bad spot, Gohan and Krillin show up and they start distracting Vegeta. Krillin tries to use his technique, which is called the Destructo Disc. He basically makes a disc of energy, and it can cut through pretty much anything.
Okay.
Yeah, so he tries to aim that at Vegeta's tail to cut it off, because they have put together what they need to do to make him stop. But he's not able to do it. Vegeta is able to sense it, and he dodges it.
Okay.
But our little buddy Yajirobe, he pops out of hiding, and hey, he's got a katana. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah.
And while Vegeta is distracted dealing with Gohan and Krillin, he manages to cut Vegeta's tail off.
Oh, snap.
Mm-hmm. So Vegeta reverts back to his normal form, but he is...
Doesn't that bleed or like...
In the show, they don't really show like active bleeding or blood. I mean, they obviously showed that it was like red and like there's a little like a bone that was severed, But other than that, not really.
Lame.
Well, it was kind of a show geared towards younger people. So
You say so.
You say so. And Vegeta decides to attack Gohan, but Krillin gets in the way. But Vegeta like destroys Krillin, pretty easily. Mm-hmm. Krillin's not super strong compared to Goku or Vegeta. Mm-hmm. And Goku calls Krillin's basically on the ground, like doubled over. And Goku's like, Krillin, come here, And Gohan is now the recipient of Vegeta's rage, so he's distracted. And Gohan kind of holds his own against Vegeta, because obviously he's stronger than Krillin, but Vegeta's just on a different level than they're used to. Mm-hmm. But he is able to provide a little bit of a distraction, which is good. Mm-hmm. And Goku is able to hand off the remaining energy from the Spirit Bomb that he still has to Krillin. And Krillin is able to like hold it. And it's like this big blue orb of power. Mm-hmm. So King Kai is able to reach out to Krillin and be like, hey, that's the Spirit Bomb. It's very powerful. You need to throw it at Vegeta. And this is our ticket to beat him. And so he tries to. Vegeta backs Gohan into a corner. And then Krillin is about to throw it. But then Yajirobe spoils the surprise. And he says, just throw it already. And then Vegeta's like, what? Throw what? And then he turns and he sees, obviously. Mm-hmm. So Krillin throws it a second too late. Mm-hmm. And Vegeta is able to dodge it. But they yell at Gohan because it is heading right for him. Mm-hmm. Heading right for Gohan. So the Spirit Bomb, another unique thing about it is that it does most damage to those that are evil. So have evil in their hearts. Mm-hmm. So theoretically, since Gohan, does not have evil in his heart, he should be able to deflect it back at Vegeta. Mm-hmm. So that's what they do. It goes right for Gohan. He gives it a whole little like volleyball pass type thing. Mm-hmm. And then
put those thumbs in the cameraman.
Put those thumbs in. Yeah. Yep, Spike. And it bounces back into Vegeta successfully.
Oh, snap.
Yep.
It's like a wicked game of dodgeball.
It was. And Vegeta unfortunately lost this game.
Oh, snap.
Yep. And he had no time to react.
Mm-hmm. So what
ball
happens
hits
to him?
Squarely, and it like freaking launches him.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. He's careening to God knows where. and it's a good time.
Uh-huh.
And then Vegeta falls out of the sky and crashes to the ground. Krillin believes that he's dead, but Vegeta is still clinging onto life barely. Yeah. Very damaged now. His power is greatly diminished, but he attempts to destroy everyone with a giant explosion. But he doesn't have enough power to do anything anymore. So it does a little bit of damage, but no dice. And then he goes after Gohan when he realizes that Gohan's tail has grown back.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How does that happen so quickly?
It's just like a Saiyan thing. They can regrow their tails.
But his tail's been cut off for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So it took a really long time to grow back?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, take some time. So Vegeta noticed this and he's like, oh no, that power ball that I made is still in the sky. So if Gohan sees that and absorbs it with his eyes, then he's going to turn into a great ape, which is also not good.
Because he don't know how to do stuff.
And so Vegeta tries to cut off Gohan's tail.
Oh, jeez. There's just a bunch of people running around with knives trying to cut each other's tails off. It's like the opposite of pin the tail on the donkey.
Yeah, pretty much. Take the tail off the monkey.
Yeah.
And so Yajirobe attacks Vegeta with his sword, but it's only a momentary distraction for him. He's not able to do much. And Vegeta knocks Yajirobe the heck out. I mean, easy. Stop it. And Goku tells Gohan to look at the sky, and then Gohan does. And he sees the light, and then Gohan transforms into a great ape as well.
Oh, snap.
Yep, it's about time. And
he's been transformed.
Yes.
He's seen the light.
He's seen the light, he is transformed, and he starts attacking everything because he can't control it. But Goku is able to kind of telepathically talk with him and be like, we need you to focus, we need you to attack Vegeta, we need you to get us out of this. And he is able to actually start attacking Vegeta, so he gains a little bit of control over his ape form. But after a beating from Gohan, Vegeta manages to cut off Gohan's tail with a
just cutting off
Destructo
everybody's
disc.
tail. Jesus Christ.
So a disc of energy that he was able to slice it off, and so, of course, Gohan transforms back. And when the dust settles, Krillin is the only one left that can still move. So much crap has happened. And so he picks up Yajirobe's sword. And
I don't think that's how you hold a sword, man.
It is not, but that is notably how he held it.
Oh, okay. All right.
It was not super correct.
Okay.
Yeah. And he goes up to Vegeta, and Vegeta's trying to escape. He's calling his pod back. He's like crawling. He realizes he's been beat. But Krillin gets to him. And just about as Krillin is about to kill Vegeta, Goku stops him. And Goku pleads with Krillin to spare Vegeta.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is how Goku is. I think it's funny because the text here says, in an emotional scene, Goku convinces Krillin to let Vegeta live because he had never fought someone so strong, and this made him more excited than scared.
That was so emotional. I think I'm going to have to pause the recording and go cry.
Yeah, and we're going to have to go pause the recording and go cry in like 5 minutes for Choose. But Krillin eventually gives in and does not kill Vegeta. Because Goku really wants to have a rematch with him someday. And if he gets even more powerful, it makes him excited. Oh. You know what I mean?
Oh. Get those beams back out.
Oops, there's my alarm. So real quick, he also expresses a belief that Vegeta may learn mercy and reform as Piccolo did. Because Piccolo was once their enemy as well.
And now they're like, brus.
Yeah. But, of course, Krillin is skeptical, but he trusts Goku's judgment and he lets Vegeta go. As Vegeta leaves, Vegeta vows to make Goku regret sparing him before he goes away. He leaves in his space pod. And that is the Vegeta fight. So they are, at the moment, safe. but very beat to crap, obviously.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that is a good little spot for us to have at least a little pause for
Okay, I'm trying.
our shoe drop.
Yeah, we're gonna insert some digital elevator music.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we hope you enjoyed that brief spell of music that I haven't found yet, but I will. Right. And we didn't get anything.
We struck out. No wins on the raffle. We haven't had all the raffle results yet.
Yeah, but we're probably not going to win anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like since my shoe size is an 8 in men's, that might give me like a little bit more thing if people are actually trying to get like their size in things, but I'm probably not going to get anything. So.
Yeah. But I did win $500 in credit.
Yeah. How'd you do that?
It had this weird like bingo thing that popped up when Keaton and I were in the mall. And you had to like make these spaces and you had to like drag little pictures of the shoe into them. And then like, they would be posted on your profile or whatever. And then we come to find out that depending on what you have on your board, like they're like, okay, if you have this shoe on your board and this shoe and this
it's
shoe.
It's like a scratch ticket.
Yeah. And it lined up for a few different options for me. So all you had to do was click if they lined up. And then I managed to get a win.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I scrolled through. The only problem is that the things you had to choose from were very specific. And you've seen all the weird things that they've had in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I just tried to find shoes. So I got 2 pairs of Yeezy 450s, one in black and one in white.
Nice.
For $80 because I still had to pay shipping, and the 2 of them added together in my size were slightly over $500.
Maybe one day I'll be cool enough to get Yeezys.
Oh yeah.
Probably not though.
Yeah, there's some in there that aren't super expensive. Okay. So yeah, what did you think about Vegeta and Goku's great battle?
I mean, I felt like it was kind of lame, honestly. They just kept trying to cut each other's tails off. They made a fake moon.
Yeah.
Vegeta seems to roll high on all of his, things and dodging, and
he's very good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He is an elite warrior, as he will remind you. I don't like that face. Does that mean we have something going on?
No, I was trying to see if I could see my breath.
Oh.
I mean, it says it's 65 in here, but I'm really cold, so.
Yeah, you can't see your breath in here.
Well, you never know. But I mean, look, it says 65. That one has the temperature.
Yeah.
But I'm cold.
Oh. Your bathroom is cold as shit.
Yeah.
I walked in there, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, I never turn the heat on in there, so.
Oh, geez.
It's fine. It's warm when you're showering or taking a bath because the water's warm, so.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So we have successfully made it through the Saiyan saga, as it is known. The next saga that we move into in Dragon Ball Z, is the Namek saga.
That's weird.
Yeah, and Namek is a planet, and we'll learn more about that as we go.
Mm-hmm.
It is officially the 3rd saga of the Dragon Ball series.
Mm-hmm. Like Dragon Ball. Wait.
Dragon Ball Z.
Right, but not Dragon Ball.
No, Dragon Ball is its own thing.
Right.
Then it comes back. Right? No. Now I'm confusing myself.
How dare you?
I know. Yeah, so Dragon Ball is its own thing. Then it's the Raditz saga. Then it's the Saiyan saga. And now it's the Namek saga.
I see.
Yeah. Perfect. I was confused about that myself. So.
I watched like 6 episodes of Dragon Ball.
Yeah, you're, God knows how many behind.
Like a year and a half ago, but...
Yeah. And we're up to so the Namek saga, for instance, spans episodes 36 to 67 of Dragon Ball Z. So I don't remember how many episodes were in the original Dragon Ball.
I think there was a lot. Yeah,
I want to say there's quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just a few episodes behind.
Oh yeah,
you'll catch up.
A few hundred.
So the manga volumes for this saga are made up of Dragon Ball in Space and Battlefield Namek.
There's your crossover. Dragon Ball in space.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you can get Dune and Drax involved.
Dune and Drax.
Yeah.
So it's like a 3-way crossover,
yes.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like they're trying to conquer the planet Arrakis, also known as Dune.
Whoa.
But then the Guardians of the Galaxy get there with Goku, and they save the planet.
How did the Guardians of the Galaxy get hooked up with Goku?
They just travel through time, and they found him.
Oh, they sought him out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they were headhunting.
They had some weird like prophecy given to them where they were like, "You will meet this guy who had his tail cut off and has spiky hair and is obsessed with balls and boobs."
Nice.
Yeah, and then they found him.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But he replaces. What is the superhero of what is his name?
Star-Lord? Superhero of what?
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Like Chris Pratt?
Yeah.
Star-Lord.
Oh, yeah. Since we don't like Chris Pratt, Goku replaces him.
Oh, okay. He's the new leader of the Guardians.
Groot is like, "You're my daddy." Whoa. And they kick Chris Pratt out. And he is given the title Goku, Star-Lord of the Galaxies.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then they that's just it. And then they go get some melange and their eyes turn blue, and it's great.
Wow. So we're way away. We're kind of.
I'm gonna write the script and I'm gonna send it in.
That's perfect. We're a little ways from it, but when Saiyans power up, their eyes do turn like bluish green.
See, it's like I know, and we just got to figure out who would play Goku in a live action thing.
Yeah, that is tough. They have done a Goku live action, and it was not good.
Oh, was it like a movie?
It was a movie. It's called Dragon Ball Evolutions, which eventually we are going to watch because I have not seen it. And it is very bad.
Oh. Maybe they could get like Elijah Wood to play Goku.
It wasn't. What was that guy's name? Jackie will know if she's listening. Dragon Ball Evolution. He's also the main guy in the early seasons of Shameless, like the love interest of the daughter.
Oh.
Dragon Ball Evolutions.
I've seen those because Matilda was watching them.
Yeah, he's like the skinny guy that hijacks cars in the early part of Shameless.
Yeah.
What the heck? His name is Justin Chatwin.
Oh.
Yes. But I thought it was very funny when he got cast because he's like this scrawny little dude, and Goku, is supposed to be like this fit martial artist. But that's neither here nor there. Future episode, we will go over that.
Alrighty, Roo.
Yes. Okay, so we're back to the Namek saga.
Mm-hmm.
And what Vegeta and Nappa mentioned when they were fighting Piccolo is that they believed he was a Namekian.
Okay.
From the planet Namek.
Okay.
Namek. Pardon me. So the creatures of Earth believed to be demons, King Piccolo, Kami, and, normal Piccolo now, are thought to be from this planet.
Okay.
Yep. And during this saga, it kind of covers a trip to... They're basically going to Namek.
Okay.
Why? Because.
Okay.
Yes. So after their epic battle, Goku and Vegeta, a ship arrives at their location and has Chi-Chi, his wife, Master Roshi, old turtle hermit man with the sunglasses, and Korin, not to be confused with Krillin. Korin is the little cat guy.
Okay.
Chi-Chi was unconcerned about the fate of her paralyzed husband. Okay. Because she thinks that it was probably all of his idea to have this stupid battle because that's what Goku does. And she only cares about Gohan's safety. So she rushes to Gohan, tries to take care of him. And obviously Gohan is not as damaged as Goku. Goku is basically a vegetable on the ground at this point. He's having a bad time. Yes. And Goku is carried onto the ship, and the group heads off to gather the bodies of those who died.
Big sad day.
After doing that, Krillin comments on it being possible to revive everyone with another set of Dragon Balls that they have found out about on the planet Namek.
Mm-hmm.
Because
the other ones got destroyed or something.
Correct. So, and then there's also the weird rules about it. Like you can only wish certain people alive, one time and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so basically they don't have access to the Earth's Dragon Balls, so we need more Dragon Balls. We know that Kami, the god of our planet,
Mm-hmm.
created the Dragon Balls here.
Mm-hmm.
And he is a Namekian, so Namekians possess the power to create Dragon Balls.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where they want to go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's Piccolo's home planet. But King Kai informs them that a cataclysm had occurred there long ago, and now there are only about 100 Namekians left in total.
Oh.
So it is a sparse planet. It has been kind of destroyed. But they don't let that get their hopes down, and they decide to go there.
All right.
Yep. And Bulma, one of the characters you probably know pretty well.
Boob lady.
Yep. Boob lady, blue hair. And she determines that it is possible to use engines from one of the Saiyan spacecrafts that was left behind from Nappa. And they could travel to the planet to go. So in an attempt to bring the space pod to them, she blew it up.
Oh.
She didn't know how to use it, and she accidentally destroyed it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's some real big mishaps.
Big mishaps, bad luck for Bulma. And it seemed all hope was lost. But Mr. Popo appeared and said Kami had told him of a ship that might be able to take them to Namek.
Mm-hmm.
It was used by Kami long ago to escape the cataclysm on Namek.
He just left his people?
Well, he was very young. It was kind of like a similar Goku situation, except they were just trying to get him out to save him.
Oh, so more like
Superman. Yes, exactly. So he doesn't quite remember it, but luckily they still have this old ancient Namekian ship that they can use to get back.
Did they uncover it in a barn?
I don't think it was in a barn because, Kami and Mr. Popo, they live way up in the clouds on this giant platform. Mm-hmm. So they had it somewhere a little better than that.
I see.
Yep. Mr. Popo and Bulma go and check it out, and they realize that it is definitely capable of making the trip. And they make their way back to the hospital and find out that Krillin and Gohan are
There's
willing
hospitals in this world?
Are what?
Hospitals?
Oh, yeah. This is Earth.
But it's not really Earth.
It is Earth. It has big cities. If you maybe what would be helpful to think about it is like Earth on a different evolutionary timeline because there are still like dinosaurs and things like that.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like in the Flash, the multiverse.
You could look at it that way, but there's kind of humans and lots of races of people that live on this Earth, and there's still cities, there's still hospitals, there's still grocery stores, there's still all the normal things. So they take him to a city, and he was in the hospital. And Bulma lives in the city, notably.
She's a city girl.
She is a city girl, and her parents...
She's a city girl in a really weird world.
I mean, we might as well make this next song your next hit. It's always to this song.
Yeah, but I went... I need to think about it longer to come up with a full version. I'll think.
Maybe a future reel.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, yeah, they go back to the hospital, and they talk with Krillin and Gohan, and both of them, surprisingly, are willing to go, despite Chi-Chi obviously not wanting Gohan to go, because she's being very, very protective of him. And after a trip to the Kame House, Bulma, Gohan, and Krillin set off on a road trip to Namek. They suffer some delays, including finding an invisible spaceship full of orphaned kids and getting stuck on a fake Namek, but you can kind of think of these as filler episodes. They don't really matter in the grand scheme of things. While all this is going on, Vegeta has obviously been trying to recover after being seriously injured. And he returns to planet Frieza 79. I don't know why. It's called Frieza 79. Frieza is a character we'll meet later, but I don't know, 79, so there's many of them, I guess. And he begins to regenerate himself using a special medical machine. It's basically like a deprivation tank, you know? You submerge yourself and you like hook yourself up to some tubes and stuff, and it's able to heal you up after some time. And after fully recovering, Vegeta feels stronger than ever. And it's at this point that it is revealed that Saiyans have this special kind of evolutionary ability that they are able to become stronger after going through near-death experiences. So, since he got his ass beat so bad, he is now stronger than he was previously. So, that's fun. And he has a little alien rival that's given him crap when he comes back. So, something to know about Vegeta that we'll start to learn on Namek is that he's currently enlisted in an army under Frieza.
These are such weird names.
Yep. So Frieza has this big army, so he has a bunch of soldiers. And this other soldier here comes and tells Vegeta, hey, Frieza, he was angry with you for going to Earth and violating orders. But he is going to forgive you because he overheard the conversation between Vegeta and Nappa about the Dragon Balls on Namek.
Okay.
So that piqued his interest. So he is still willing to take Vegeta back in. Vegeta was kind of being a vigilante. He didn't want to listen to Frieza. You know, he's got that kind of attitude. And furious about Frieza potentially becoming immortal by using the Dragon Balls, Vegeta decides to go to Namek himself to try to get the Dragon Balls first.
Okay.
And now he openly declares himself an enemy of Frieza, where he was previously obviously in his army. So he's gone rogue. He's gone to Namek on his own. Okay. And during this, a war is kind of going on Namek. Frieza, Vegeta, and our heroes all arrive on Namek with the 7 Dragon Balls on their minds. They're, you know, obviously all of them are trying to find them. There is, at the time, 1 Dragon Ball per village on Namek. So basically, Frieza is going to each of the villages, terrorizing and killing people and taking the Dragon Balls. Yeah, so Frieza's making it look way easy. These people are way more powerful than the Namekians in his army, so they're just laying waste to the land. And he gets his help from his 2 right and left hand man, if you will. And it is Zarbon and Dodoria. Yes. And so they pretty much butcher Namekians until they locate Dragon Balls. This other guy named Kiwi has also followed Vegeta to Namek and searches the planet for his... They're calling him his self-proclaimed rival, I guess, at this time. I don't know why. Yeah. So Kiwi, this weird little blue alien guy, still thinks that Vegeta and him are evenly matched. And so he challenges him, and he tries to destroy Vegeta for Frieza. Try to get this unruly soldier back in line. However, Vegeta shows Kiwi his true strength before killing him. Vegeta's power had risen from 18,000 to 24,000 because of his near-death experience. And it is noted by Zarbon and Dodoria, who could see it on their little scouters, if you remember. So they all have scouters, and they can see these power levels. So Vegeta is easily able to destroy his quote-unquote rival, and then they move on. So, fun facts. What are you cooking up over there?
I made it.
You made it? Oh, you have a song? Oh, wow.
You want me to do it now?
Sure.
Let me take a drink of water.
Okay.
You gotta wet the whistle.
Okay. All right.
I'm really proud of this one.
This is gonna be a real treat, everyone.
Hiya, Bulma. Hi, Goku. You wanna go on an adventure? Sure, Goku. Jump in. She's a city girl in a really weird world. It's baltastic. Life is tragic. You can crash my ship. Travel anywhere. Super Saiyan. Life's a transformation. Come on, Bulma, let's go flying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you had more.
No, that's it. I messed up the beats again in the Life's a transformation part, but it's fine.
Oh. People will get it.
I was pretty proud of it, though.
Yeah,
I did it pretty
job.
fast.
You did it
I
on
might
the
not
fly.
have listened to anything you just said, so when you quiz me, I might not.
Yeah, I might have to avoid that. for
I
quiz questions.
got sidetracked and I had to finish. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Vegeta kills his rival.
Mm-hmm.
Back on Earth, Yajirobe visits Goku in the hospital and gives him a sensu bean.
Oh.
Yeah, which instantly heals Goku and restores all of his strength because sensu beans are kind of magic and weird little things.
Mm-hmm.
So he does that. And Goku immediately flies off, surprising all the doctors and nurses with his speedy recovery because they have not encountered any weird witchcraft like this.
Mm-hmm.
But he's out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And then Goku goes to Capsule Corporation, which is Bulma's company, to find that Dr. Brief, her father...
Do they make pills there?
They make everything.
Capsule Corporation.
Well, so you might have run into it in Dragon Ball,
capsule.
but they are called Capsule Corporation because they have like space-saving technology.
I don't think I got that far, man.
They click a capsule and they like throw it. It's like the shape of a pill.
So it's kind of like throwing a Ken.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like throwing a Ken. You click the Ken,
mm-hmm.
you throw it.
You gotta click the Ken first.
And then it turns
No
like
other
you
way.
could store a car in there. Like then a car will pop out, but it's like compressed into like a capsule.
There a movie where there's like a small car and it turns into a big car?
A small car that turns into a big car.
I don't know.
I might need a little more to go off of than
or
that.
like small things that become big things.
Small things that become big things.
And I'm not talking about Honey, We Shrunk the Kids. Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, long time ago.
Just making sure. Me too.
Mm-hmm. Good stuff.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, Capsule Corporation is the name of their company.
Okay.
And he goes there and he finds Dr. Brief has built a special ship from the parts of the Saiyan ship. The Saiyan spaceship.
There you go.
Yeah. He traveled in when he was a baby. So he found the one Goku originally
A wee
had.
little one.
Mm-hmm. He is able to train at various levels of gravity from 20 to 100 times Earth's gravity using an anti-gravity chamber that Dr. Brief built as well.
I almost just started singing Gravity by John Mayer, but I thought it wasn't. I tapped out with the songs already.
Tapped out,
so,
yeah. I'll have to save that for the next episode.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So he built that based on Goku's request. He wants to be able to train in heavy gravity.
Mm-hmm.
And Goku knows that his friends are in danger, and he doesn't want to waste any more time. So then Goku takes off to Namek to set things straight, and he should be able to arrive on Namek within 6 days. So not too bad.
Mm-hmm. That's better than when he was on the
Snake Way.
Snake Way.
Yeah.
The only thing I could think of right there was Rainbow Road for some reason.
Was what?
Rainbow Road. And I knew that was wrong, obviously, but I couldn't.
Rainbow Road. I think you said that in the last one, too. Like
really?
about
That
Snake
it
Way.
reminded me of it? Yeah. Well, the other day, I usually play like lo-fi or like upbeat study music or something when they're working. And these one students were like, can you put on like Mario music? Like Mario Kart? And I was like, sure. And the first one was kind of lame. And they were like, no, put on Rainbow Road. And I was like, okay, I just found a video that's 10 hours of Rainbow Road. And they were like, what?
Perfect.
So I listened to it. And some other students who were further away, like 10 minutes later, were like, is this Rainbow Road? And I was like, yeah.
Yes, it is. Cool. Okay. So, yeah, Goku is on his way now.
Mm-hmm.
During this time, Frieza
making
locates...
his way downtown.
Oh, we almost went into another song.
Yeah.
We're getting dangerous.
It's all right. I like to live life on the edge.
That's right.
Yeah.
Musically.
Oh, yeah.
And Frieza is able to find another village that he starts to ransack for Dragon Balls. I think at this point they have 2 or 3. So they need, 4 or 5 more. And the entire village is easily slaughtered by Zarbon and Dodoria.
Mm-hmm.
Except for one remaining Namekian child, whose name is Dende.
Okay.
Yep. Lil Green.
Why do they all have like a stutter name?
A stutter name? Dende?
Dende, Dodoria.
Oh, well, Dodoria, I can kind of see.
Yeah.
And after all the other Namekian warriors have been eliminated, Mori, the village leader, manages to destroy all of the scouters used by Frieza and his crew, which is good, knowing that they cannot locate the Namekian battle powers anymore, and they won't be able to track down the Dragon Balls as easily. Because basically all they had to do when they arrived is they put in their scouter, they're like, there's a group of power levels right there, that's a village. So now they can't do that. It's going to make it a little more tedious. But then the village chief is also killed after this.
They're just killing all of them. There weren't even that many left.
Exactly. And they're just like slaughtered half of them already.
Yeah.
And Dodoria is about to kill Dende, but Gohan interrupts and saves Dende.
Snap.
Yep. He kicks Dodoria into a wall and runs away with Dende and Krillin to go hide.
Oh.
Because even though he saved them, he can obviously tell that... yeah, sorry, my phone was buzzing. He can obviously tell that Dodoria and Zarbon are very powerful. Yeah. And Dodoria is ordered to pursue them. And after blasting the entire area, Dodoria assumes that he has exterminated them and leaves. Because he doesn't have the scouter anymore. He can't tell if they're alive. But he's like, there's no way that I blew all this stuff up and they didn't die.
Mm-hmm.
So that's good. And as Dodoria is trying to head back, he is confronted by Vegeta, whose strength that is newfound after his near-death experience is able to compare with Dodoria. And in a desperate attempt to save his own life, Dodoria tells Vegeta about the Saiyan planet and its destruction in exchange for Vegeta's promise to spare his life. So he's like, hey, I'll tell you what really happened to, your homeworld if you don't.
Vegeta.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, listen, Vegeta, I'll tell you what happened to Vegeta if you spare me.
Exactly.
Please save me, Vegeta.
Yes. That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And Vegeta releases Dodoria, and he's like, okay, start talking. And then Dodoria explains that Frieza lied about planet Vegeta being destroyed. He tells him that the Saiyans were getting stronger, and Frieza thought it was only a matter of time before they could stand up to him and overthrow him. So he decided to destroy planet Vegeta and the whole Saiyan race.
Who did?
Frieza.
Which one's Frieza?
So he's the kind of the leader of this army right now.
Of the Namekian army?
No. Of the army that are killing the Namekians. He is like the leader of Dodoria and Zarbon.
Oh, I think I got confused that we were talking about. So are the Dodorians from a different planet?
So Dodoria is just one dude.
Oh. But are they all from that planet? Namek?
All the Namekians are. All the people like in this army, like Dodoria, Zarbon, Frieza, they're not from here. They're just coming here because of the Dragon Balls.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So there's multiple groups searching for them balls.
Exactly. Those balls are a hot commodity right now.
Got it.
People need them. Yeah, so Frieza is the one that has destroyed the Saiyan planet. And right before Frieza did that, he sent Vegeta to another planet, seeing that Vegeta was still powerful and useful even as a young kid. So he sent him away to continue to use him. Vegeta then scoffs at this, stating that he never cared about his family or planet Vegeta, and he executes Dodoria. So Dodoria is dead.
He was executed by Frieza?
By Vegeta. They were just having that conversation together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
Clearly, I lost it.
Yeah, you lost the ability. You might have to cut this part. How much time are we at?
We are at 1 minute. 1 minute.
Woo!
1 hour and 10 seconds and 1 minute. Jesus Christ. 1 hour, 10 minutes, 22 seconds. I think I'm gonna leave that in the YouTube version.
Okay, we'll go over this last little paragraph and then we can quiz you and start to wrap up.
All right.
All right. So Vegeta's just been having a great time.
Mm-hmm.
He's super powerful after getting his ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to kill his rival.
Mm-hmm.
He was able to kill Dodoria.
Mm-hmm.
And he was able to learn what really happened to his planet.
Mm-hmm.
So he is
What's
overjoyed.
really going on?
Yeah. He is overjoyed by the recent events. He knows that without the scouters, Frieza will have a much harder time finding the villages. So that's also a plus. He's just on top of the world right now. Vegeta then goes to a Namekian village with his newly acquired skills, because Vegeta has also learned to sense energy. So he doesn't need a scouter anymore. He can detect them. So he has a head start on Frieza now because he can go there way quicker than he can. And he's able to hide his own power level, which is something that like Goku, Piccolo, Gohan all knew how to do when he arrived, which confused him. But then he figured it out.
He knows how to stealth.
He knows how to stealth now. And after Vegeta locates a village that had not been raided by Frieza, he is able to obtain a Dragon Ball after slaughtering all of the villagers himself. So he's still not a very good guy, but you know how it goes. After some clever thinking, Vegeta throws the Dragon Ball underwater, intending to come back for it later.
Okay.
And so he's using a little hidey hole for his hiding spot.
All right.
Frieza is unable to obtain one Dragon Ball. He would not be able to summon the dragon. So as long as Vegeta has just this one even, then Frieza won't get his goal. So, hey, Vegeta considers that a win. And now he's flying on.
Wait, so the good guys aren't in this at all? It's just Vegeta?
So the good guys are here, but only Krillin and Gohan and Bulma. So they can't really do anything.
So they're just like watching all this happen?
Pretty much. They're like, because that was when Frieza and all them were killing the villagers. Gohan and Krillin were kind of like way out and they were like watching. They couldn't really do anything because they knew they would get killed too. But that's Gohan against his better judgment saved Dende. That's because they were watching. But so now they are just sitting and hiding and they're basically waiting. They're like, we can't do anything. Everyone's crazy powerful. Goku needs to get here and help us.
I see.
So they're just trying to survive at this point. Yeah. So that's probably a decent place to end off. I'll have to make a note of that.
All right.
But yeah, crazy stuff going on Planet Namek. Vegeta's got one Dragon Ball. I believe Frieza's got like 3 or 4 of them.
All right.
But everyone wants the balls.
Yeah. It's ball-tastic.
Yeah. So let's get a couple of questions
business.
For you. Yes.
To defeat Frieza.
There you go. That works.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The people who lived here before, they left all these freaking things in the ceiling.
I was going to ask about that because I saw there was one downstairs.
They're like all over.
Huh. I wonder what do they have hanging.
Must have been like plants or something. They're in like.
Are they strong enough to hold plants?
I don't know. They're in all of the rooms. There's one in the bathroom on the tile, and you can't peel it off. It's like stuck.
Oh, so they must be pretty strong. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll try to go easy on some of the questions.
Do really bad.
So this will not be part of the question, but Goku's technique that he used to fight against Vegeta to amplify his power was called Kaioken. What was the highest level of
4.
Kaioken that he had to get to?
4.
4. Good job.
Okay.
It didn't mention it in this. I can't remember if it was an anime only thing, but I seem to recall him going to times 10.
Oh.
But
wouldn't he like kill himself?
Just about. I mean, that's essentially what he does. Okay, very good. You got the times 4. Okay. Next, I was gonna ask you what what planet the Saiyans were from. I think you got that one.
Vegeta.
Down.
Yeah. So I guess don't ask me that.
So that's good. And then I was gonna ask, what. So it wasn't mentioned a whole lot in this episode, but overall, on the last 3, we have talked about Goku and Master Roshi's signature move. It was when the beams were clashing.
I think I was too caught up in the beam clashing thing to remember the name. Is that the Kamehameha?
Yes. Kamehameha. Now you got me saying it wrong. Kamehameha.
Kamehameha. Kamehameha.
Good job.
All right.
Good job.
Okay.
You pulled that one out.
Just like they pulled their beams out.
They pulled their beams out, all right.
Yeah.
bashed them against each other.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's like, but I feel like it's not good.
It's not good.
Okay.
So why does Goku ask Krillin to let Vegeta live?
Because he thinks that he can become a good.
That is part of it. That would work.
And seek redemption.
Not really. Sure. It was so that he would hopefully become good, like you said with Piccolo,
right.
but also because he wanted them to get stronger in rematch.
Oh.
Yeah. All right. This one's going to be the hard one.
Because I wasn't paying attention anymore.
Well, yeah, kind of. It was in the second half, so attention spans are dwindling.
Mm-hmm.
What were Frieza's henchmen called? The right and left hand man.
Dodoria.
That is one.
And Den Dewey. Den
Dewey.
Den something. Den.
I appreciate you trying to get the name right, but that is not him.
Oh.
Dende is the little Namekian boy that Gohan saves.
Oh, so yeah. Dodoria and there was another name, but I don't remember what it was.
There was a few names that got thrown in on that second part. I made sure to mention his at least twice. Hopefully it would stick, but maybe not quite. He has a bigger part later on, but his name is Zarbon.
Oh,
yes.
I only got half a point.
Half a point. But I mean, overall, you're doing pretty good. I am kind of making this quiz up on the fly, so
I do that a lot.
Okay, so now do I ask the last question about Namek? Or do I ask it about the Vegeta fight?
I don't know, man.
Are you feeling lucky?
No.
No? Okay.
Ask them both.
Ask them both?
Yeah.
Wow.
If I miss the first one, it'll be like redemption. Like getting the last cup, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, I'm having a real struggle right now. I have like a headache that's trying to start, and my eye is still doing the twitching thing. It's been a fun day overall.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what good old cowardly buddy with the katana was named? He was trying to help out, cut off Vegeta's tail, and he was, running around and hiding.
I think it started with like a K. No?
No.
The one who holds the sword the wrong way?
No, that was Krillin.
Oh.
Because he picks up his sword.
Zarobi.
Ooh, that's very close. I will probably give you that because it's Yajirobe.
Oh, so I had like half of his name, kind of.
You had the last part, which is the tough part.
Yajirobe.
Yep.
That's right. I was like, it's kind of like Kenobi.
Hey, there you go.
I was right.
Thought process.
Yeah.
Okay, just the last throwaway one. I mean, you're probably what? Like you're...
I'm like 4.5 or something.
Yeah, you're doing good.
2 halves. I don't know.
What is special about the race that lives on Namek?
I don't think I was listening during this part.
Oh no. It's like the whole reason that they're there.
They can create the balls.
There you go. They can create the balls.
Look at that.
Nice.
I paid so much more attention than I normally do. Maybe it's because maybe it's because I can see you twice, you know?
That's true.
Yeah.
There's nowhere to look. If you look down, I'm there. If you look up, I'm there.
Yeah. I'd have to turn my chair around. And this chair's loud. It squeaks a lot.
Yeah, I've noticed it's starting to get a little squeaky.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, that's that is the conclusion of the Saiyan saga and the beginning of the Namek saga.
Snap Dizzle. Miss Frizzle.
Fun stuff. Lots of Dragon Ball. Lots of good things. Lots of characters. So
they should make a live action Magic School Bus.
Wow, that's a random thought.
Well, I just said Snap Dizzle, Miss Frizzle.
Oh, I see.
I would watch that.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was already something.
Miss Frizzle's pretty cool.
Mm.
Yeah.
School bus is pretty cool.
Yeah, it should take you down into your veins and your stomach and just, driving that bus all over.
Yeah. if that's what you're into.
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Hawes used to be able to drive school buses, and I feel like he was basically Miss Frizzle, except an old man who wore Crocs and thought the lady in the sex video was hot.
Oh.
Because he used to pause on that, remember?
Yeah. And he made sure that we knew that she didn't have a bra on.
Right, yeah. Yeah, and he also liked Dumb and Dumber for some reason.
Yeah, it was like his favorite movie.
Yeah, it's a good time.
Mr. Hawes is a good guy.
Yeah, he taught my dad too, so.
He's around for a while.
Yeah. Anyway,
well, that's all I had to go over. So you got anything else?
I feel like we should shout out Jackie and Merle, you know?
Yes. Yeah, Merle, we appreciate you coming and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
She gave us a number of
even though you don't want to be a brother, that's fine. You
she
can
doesn't
be a
want to
sister.
be a brother.
It's all right.
But she gave us a number of good movie recommendations too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you know, you can email us.
She's not going to do that. Wow. Oh. Dying.
It's fine.
Death. Get some of that water.
Yeah. But yeah, that's my plug for today, you know?
Yeah. We appreciate.
Yeah. Do you have anything else to add?
I don't think so. Let's plug it and
all right.
Close it up.
We're gonna stick the binky in the baby's mouth. If you like what you hear, please like and subscribe.
Wow.
Wherever you get your podcasts, download our episodes. Share us with your friends and family, your family who are more like friends and family, and your friends who are more like family than friends. You can send us an email to 5FIVE moreminutespod@gmail.com with your topic suggestions, cough, cough, Merle. Feedback, topic suggestions, advice. Maybe you want to send us our daily horoscopes. Mine is Cancer and Scott's is Pisces.
Yeah.
We were both born in 1991. If you want to send us our like year information or numerology stuff, that's pretty cool.
Wow.
Just send us an email. You know, we'd appreciate it. That's 5FIVE moreminutespod@gmail.com. You can follow us on our socials: Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and the Twitter at 5MMPOD. And you can tweet about us or hashtag on anything using the hashtag 5MMPOD. And you can also subscribe on YouTube and watch our videos. And hopefully if you search for us, you can find us now because at least me, Megan, and 2 other people are subscribed to the channel.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if you are.
I am not.
So I don't know if
I should do that.
Maybe Keaton or Ian subscribed. I'm not sure. But you can look at our pretty faces.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah, and usually I delete less stuff, so you can see all the weird things. You can see the green screens. And this is only going to be the 3rd episode on there, and clearly we're not using green screens. But episode 26 got some how you doing business on there, so you should check it out.
There you go.
Yeah. I think that was all of the social media things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, other than that, we're good.
Yeah, it's December now, so...
Hey, you're that much closer to Christmas. It's cold and whatever.
It's okay to decorate now, but keep the Christmas music until Christmas Eve, please.
Yeah, it's already out there, man.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was shopping today and I heard it already.
I didn't go shopping today because that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay. Well, until next time, we're clocking out.
We'll have a cool topic next week because it's my turn. So bye.
Bye.